What's up, guys? So I wanted to show you just like a few items that you can use, or like a quick setup for your altar for your prosperity spells. The new moon is going to be coming in like less than a week. So for those of you that are going to be working on your Lodestones, my Lodestone had a bunch of different types of crystals and different types of minerals embedded in it. And I am going to be repurposing it. When you repurpose a Lodestone, you want to make sure that you clean it with Hoyts. So this is my Hoyts. And if you used it for money, you want to use it for money again. But you never want to repurpose a Lodestone that you use for love. So say you had two Lodestones you use for love, and you want to repurpose one of them for money. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it exactly as it is. So those two can only be reused for love and drawing in attraction and stuff like that. So I normally clean it with Hoyts. If I don't have Hoyts, then I use Florida water. If I don't have Florida water, I always have Florida water. I make my Florida water, but just in case I don't want to use Florida water, then what I'll do is I'll use like some whiskey or like some white rum. So I'm gonna clean it off, repurpose it, and these little crystals and different minerals that are embedded in it is gonna start turning back white. I'm gonna use my double dip candles. I'm going to use different oils. Money stay, open roads, work, success, favors, money drawing. You can use your prosperity oil as well. You want to have a 7-day candle. Petition. You want to also use some anvil dust, which is excellent. I have a prosperity jar here, prosperity honey jar. And I'm going to add in a bunch of these different herbs and roots that I have here to create more success, more abundance. There's magnetic sand and some sugars, different root ends and stuff, master root, and prosperity herbs that I'm going to use, Solomon seal. I'm going to combine everything. I'm going to work everything in a huge ritual. Now is the perfect time for you if you are working on your new moon, full moon stages. The new moon is going to be in less than a week. So now's the perfect time for you to really start getting things together. Not only getting things together, but deciding on what oils you're going to use, and also deciding on like a setup. Set everything up now. Don't wait until it is the new moon to start working on stuff. And a ritual like this, you want to have an ongoing altar for your prosperity. You should always actually have an ongoing. You're just going to replace, if anything, the candles and the herbs and your oils. And whenever you're using oils, whenever you buy oils, you want to use them until basically they're done. So on a regular basis, you want to use them consistently. That's the only way that you're really going to know if your oils are working, and that's by using them on a regular basis, over and over and over and over. What I love about the honey jar is that it turned different colors inside. And once you seal your jars up, as you know, once you seal a jar, you should not reopen it. So if you have jars that are sealed, that have been sealed for years, and there's certain roots and stuff that you haven't, been able to put in, and you're getting them now, or even personal concerns and different things like that, you can't open that jar. You're sealing it, you're praying over it. You're going to sync that jar between yourself and the energy that you want for more prosperity, success, abundance, longevity, a surplus of different things flowing in your life on a consistent basis. You don't want to reopen it. So I just wanted to do this quick video to show you guys what to do, what to use, and what you should have on a regular basis on your altar. So work like this, prosperity, you should be working this nonstop all the time. Like if you're doing money, I know some people, they do love for 3 months, then they'll do they'll work on their success for 3 months, then they'll work on protection for 3 months, then they'll work on money after that for 3 months. Honestly, I feel like protection should be ongoing on a regular basis. Cleansing, regular basis. Like you want to do that every month, depending on how heavy you working things to or other people. Protection is long term. Cleansing, long term. When it comes down to money, if you're really having a hard time building your money, you should have a honey jar going, a sugar jar. You should have a small altar or a small temple that you can go to and pray to. And you have your saints and your deities that you're working with, and you're giving them offerings on a monthly basis, and a Lodestone that you are going to feed all the time. Lodestones should be fed on a regular basis. You don't want to have a Lodestone that you're not taking care of. You want to make sure that you're also using fresh herbs, fresh roots, And oils, use them till there's nothing in the bottle. Don't hold on to oils and try to save them. Every day, if you're working on your prosperity, if you're working on your energy, if you are familiar with the planetary days, work during the planetary days instead of working on new moon, full moon. I have a video on here where I explain to you full moon, new moon, and I have a bunch of material and different things where I talk about planetary days, colors, herbs, and roots on my Patreon. So it's a bunch of information you can find. All you have to do is make sure that you do the research and you look for it and follow through with your work. Make sure that you're disposing them right. Make sure you're putting them at the crossroads if needed to. If you're going to bury it in a flower pot in your home, make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do on a consistent basis to make sure that things are flowing through. Yes, you need to dispose of all of your work. Either you're going to dispose it in a mojo bag, you bury it in your front yard, your backyard. I have videos on here as well where I tell you how to deal with money and love and other forces of nature for rituals and disposing. So make sure that you really are disposing the stuff. If you're not taking care of your work and you're not disposing it and you're not praying over it, you're not lighting up your incense, your sage, and you're just doing things off track, you're not really going to get the results that you need. So just a quick video, short video, just letting you guys know what to do, how to do it. Even though I have a bunch of videos on here telling you how to do it, I just wanted to make sure that I just did like an updated video to let you know how to work your prosperity. And it's all up to you when it comes up to the size of the Lodestone. In my experience, you can, for a good standard size, like a 2-inch, 3-inch, you can draw in big and huge things, even with small ones. But the bigger you go, the more you want to take care of it, the more you want to feed it, and the larger things will stick to you and stay long term. Just in my experience. But I have worked with smaller Lodestones and have been able to draw in the things that I need long term as well. But what I've done over the years is I go real big with my Lodestones. Like, I'm not playing around with my Lodestones. I'm going big. Once the Hoyt dries up a bit on that, I'm going to get a toothbrush and scrub off all of the excess magnetic sand, scrub the minerals and the crystals that's embedded inside of it, and just refresh it and rename it and pray over it, bless it, and work it on a consistent basis. I'm going to use the same oils as well that I'm going to put in the honey jar and the prosperity candle. And if you're having trouble trying to figure out what areas need to be prosperous for yourself, the same colors on this glass candle, you can take those in chimes or spell candles and light up a candle with 7 different oils and 1 drop of prosperity on each one. And depending on how it burns, read the wax. It's going to tell you what areas you need to work on. So say right now your success candle doesn't burn too good, then you know that's the area you need to work on. Say right now your cleansing doesn't burn good and you're using the white or protection. Or say your money drawing, the candle is leaking a lot. Or say your wealth candle isn't burning good. Whatever area it is, you light 7 to 9 candles, 7 to 9 different oils. And it's going to tell you as you read your wax. You should be able to read your wax by now too, as well. Like if you're working on heavy things, wax reading is something that should have been fit in to your spirituality by now. You should be able to read the glass ones, double dipped. You should be able to read the image candles as well. Every single type of candle that you work on, you need to be able to read it. Take pictures, put it in your book, write it down. And of course, you know, every different stage of color is and candle work that you do, you're going to get different types of wax. So if you're doing red for love, you're going to get a different type of burn than if you're using red for wealth. Or if you're using yellow for success, and then you're going to get a different type of burn if you're using yellow for cut and clear. If you're using blue for money, house, blessing, you're going to get a different type of wax than compared to using it for healing. So make sure you're writing the things down. Everything is going to burn different. You're going to always get a different outcome for per situation. Money, love, protection, cleansing, hexing, healing, reconciliation, steady love, marriage, business. You're gonna always get, but you're gonna always get different types of waxes, but you're gonna always get the same type of burn. So if it's dripping a lot, if it's burning up high, those all will give you a story as to what's going on per your situation. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.